next piece is another English folk tune entitled Greensleeves, which I'm sure you all know. Now this piece, again, it's very similar in a lot of ways to the last one. But what I want to introduce this time is some interpretational ideas. You might have noticed that, especially at the end of the piece, sometimes in certain sections in the middle, I slow down a little bit. This is what's called a retard, or rallentando. It means slowing down, retarding the rhythmic pulse. You'll find if you don't do that, when you get to the end of a piece, there'll be a feeling that it really hasn't ended. It feels somewhat incomplete. So there's a tendency, especially at the end of a piece or major sections, to slow down a bit. Let me just play the last 4 bars, say, and listen what I do at the end. Listen how it slows down a bit. Again, this is a very individual thing, very individual matter of taste almost. You might find that you don't want to slow down quite so much. Of course, it also depends on the tempo you take. If you play the piece quicker, it's going to have a slightly different ending. If you play it a bit slower, again, it's going to be different. But just try to notice that. Try to get into the feel of that. And also when you're listening to recordings, it doesn't really matter what kind, whether it's classical, jazz, rock, anything. I think you'll find that certain sections, there's a feeling of letting up a bit. There's a feeling of completion. So what I'm saying isn't something specifically related to classical guitar, but related to music in general. All music, to sound proper, follows certain not even guidelines. It's a very natural, almost organic thing that we just don't feel that the piece is complete unless it has something like that. So when you're playing this piece, keep that in mind. 1, 2. So when you're playing this piece, experiment a bit. Experiment with the colors, with the rhythmic inflection, slowing down and speeding up a bit. Feel free to trust your own judgment, your own emotions about how you feel about a piece.